Do you guys want to know how I ended up stealing an Italian guy's underwear after a date?
Ooh, y'all hear that accent? Oh, I heard somebody say an accent makes somebody fine. There it is. That's the accent. Cause wow, whoa, let's go.
So I've been having a bit of sort out, and I found this guy's underwear at the back of my wardrobe. Basically, a few months ago I was talking to this Italian guy, who was lovely, and one night we were FaceTiming, and he said something like, "Oh, I wish you could just come and see me right now." And I just said, "You know what, fine, I'll come." So yeah, he got me my ticket, I threw a load of stuff in a bag, and off I went. You know, all good, had a great time together, and then after a day or two when it came, time to leave, I packed everything up and left. Now, when I got home, I unpacked everything, and I found the underwear that I had taken off him the night before. It had made its way into my bag, and I didn't know what to do. I didn't want him to miss his underwear. Or worse, I really didn't want him to think that I was some weirdo who had purposely taken his underwear. So I messaged him basically saying, somehow your underwear made its way into my bag. And I see the little typing box pop up, and my heart's racing, and I'm thinking, oh, I just shouldn't have mentioned it. I should have just denied if it ever came up. And in his reply, he said something like, make good use of them until they return to me. Something like that. Now, if an English guy had said this to me, I would 100% have just rolled my eyes and thought, dude, please stop. But imagine that kind of cheeky message in a seductive Italian accent. I was just about to attempt an Italian accent, but I won't. And I think I've come to terms with people, wanting or buying mine, but I have no desire nor use for someone else's underwear. So I washed them and I put them away. The thing is, though, I haven't seen this guy since, so am I just supposed to hold on to his underwear until I potentially do see him again?
This is a funny one for me because I am a type of person. Back in the day, not now. Back in the day, especially in my college days, girls would give me their underwear. I know y'all heard me tell about that story of a girl. She had on her whole lingerie outfit, and she was like, "Oh, these are for you." Usually, that's what girls do to me, or I just be like, "Oh, these are mine." I just take them, or they just give them to me. They just had to be like, just a reminder of me. And I have a whole closet full of other girls' underwear. It's crazy. I was part of the Creep Squad. I was a proud member. So that wasn't even the fact that he was like, "Oh, think about this." I have some freaky kinky girls that I've talked to, and they want me to do some things. So that wouldn't have been weird to me. And the way he brought it up was really cute, and how and then I tell y'all, it's all about the accent. It's something about the accent can make somebody something that you would be like, "Ooh." They said an accent, it's just like, "Okay, daddy." Okay. You know what I'm saying? So that's cute. That's super cute. And the fact you wasn't going, I felt like he said that to be like, "Hey, you should, come back and see me again." The fact that he paid for your ticket, I tell you, guys have it easy, bro. Guys have it because there's some females and some males that would do anything. Anything. So, when somebody would fly me out, girl. Oh, someone did fly me out. Never mind. But that was a really bad experience. It wasn't really bad, but it was just bad enough for me not to talk to that person again. And I got a suntan that was just ridiculous because I wear bandanas all the time, so that suntan was ridiculous. So, but that's cute. Fly me out, treat me. I used to have a few people who do that. I had this girl. Oh, she was just bad. When I was in an open relationship back in college, she was just the best. She would fly me. Well, it wasn't a fly because she was just one state over, so I would just drive, but she would pay for gas. And I would get there, and she would have all these roses and chocolate and have dinner made or be ready to take me out. And then she'll have to go to work, but she'll leave her credit card and be like, "Babe, have fun. Go shopping. This is that. There's the mall. Have fun." I'd be like, "Oh, okay." It was so cute. Even though she had other girls she talked to, it didn't matter because she treated me well when I was with her and when I wasn't with her. It was all love. That's why I feel like I can be in open relationships, because if you treat me the way I want to be treated all the time, I really don't care what you're doing. As long as it's safe. Be safe. Play safe with me. Don't do anything crazy to put my life in danger. Don't do that. So I feels that I like that. But I'm mad y'all ain't gonna see each other again. But at least you got the underwear for today. I wouldn't have washed it because all those underwears that I got, they're not washed. Why am I washing? Oh, different types of freaks, I tell you. Bro, college was so lit. College was lit. My college experience was lit. I'm glad my mom taught me into it.
I went on a date recently with this guy. The date went not great. One of the red flags at the very beginning of the date was that he had me go to a place and sit there for nearly 30 minutes, and I ended up being there when the place closed. Right? And so I'm texting him and I'm like, hey, so they just closed, you know? And he's like, no, they didn't. And I'm like, I'm literally inside right now and they closed. Like, they turned the lights off on me right now. I walked up to the counter to confirm what time they closed, and they turned the lights off while I was sitting there at the counter while they were looking at me. And he proceeds to argue with me and is like, I'm almost there. Well, I wait another 10 minutes and I'm like, you know what? This place that we went to, they have another place nearby, another location that is open, and it's definitely open because I checked on Google, right? I go to this new place, and then he gets mad at me as if I did something wrong for leaving a place that was closed and tells me to come back. And so I come back, and the place, without like locating it too much, it's like inside of another establishment. So even though it's closed, you can still get into it. He has me sit in there with him while it's closed for another hour. In this time, another red flag is that he tells me that he forgot in his Delulu state that he agreed to hang out with me. What? Why do you... Anyways, and after that, we sit there and he proceeds to ask me questions as if I'm on a job interview. And I get it. I get, like, looking at dating and getting to know people as, like, a business transaction. There's a lot of people that do that nowadays just because of our hustle and bustle society and everything else. And there's even some things that I'm kind of like that about. But this was extreme. Like, asking me questions and then interrupting me 5 words in to ask another question that would have been answered if he had just let me answer the first question. Biggest thing for me, the big thing, aside from giving me career advice I didn't ask for, was that he said that he needed to go grab some things from the establishment that we were in that was not closed. Around 30 minutes before they closed, I reminded him. I was like, hey, you said you need to go grab some things. And so he was like, oh yeah, I do. And then he waited until it was 5 minutes before they closed to start going and getting the things that he needed. And he told me, he was like, oh, just, wait on me and I'll walk you out to your car. And I was like, I'm not waiting in here while they're trying to close. Like, I'm not doing that to people. And he was like, I do it all the time. I ended up waiting outside, and it was cold outside. I didn't know how to be like, no, I'm leaving, bye, and be rude, which I just should have. So I just waited on him in the cold outside. As we departed, he hugged me and was like, let's do this again sometime. This was a great time. Was it? Was it? All that to say, if you were wondering if not straight men are or can be just as bad as some straight men, the answer is yes.
That was wild. He was all types of rude, bruh. Like, why you that rude? Why you late? And then gonna tell me, how you gonna tell me that this place ain't closed? And I'm sitting up in this place and all the lights, I'm just looking around like, where everybody went? What is happening? In fact, he was giving you advice on your career that you didn't ask for, interrupting you while you're answering his questions, asking questions on top of questions. This ain't 21 questions. Like, what are we doing? The fact that he didn't even know this was the day he forgot all about you. It was a lot of moments I would have left because ain't no way I'm waiting 30 minutes for somebody. 10 minutes, okay. 10 minutes, okay. I might. But after that 10th minute, because it's pushing it, 10 minutes of me sitting with my mind and me and my mind sitting together talking about, oh, we should stay. Me and myself would be like, bitch, if you don't get up right now.
But what is the most embarrassing thing to happen to you when you first started dating someone?
So a few years ago with my first boyfriend, we were going on one of our dates and it went really good. So I decided I was going to spice things up and reward him for such a great date. And so while he was driving, so as I'm down there doing my thing, suddenly he goes from seeming to enjoy it to like, stop. And I was like, well, what's wrong? So I lift my head up and we are at a stoplight, and on the driver's side there is a Greyhound bus, and you can see the people are at just a high enough angle where they can see everything that's going on. And oh my God, I could have died of embarrassment. And the sad part is, it was one of those lights that lingered for like 5 minutes.
Oh, I would have been like, rush the light. That is hilarious. That's not really embarrassing. I probably would have put on the show. Because I'm that unhinged, bro. That was wild. That was funny. I love his accent. I love a fellow Southerner. I don't do my accent much. You probably would never catch me doing my accent unless you catch me off guard. We're here at the house, my family here. That's when you hear my country ass, but no.
So I had a date yesterday, and this is the most embarrassing story I'm ever gonna share on my page. Anyways, I posted a video for you guys to pick my outfit, and the last option just happened to be white shorts. Well, earlier this week, I did all of my meal prep, and then I accidentally left my fridge unplugged, so I didn't have any food for the week, and I was eating like fast food, just anything on the go. So I post the video, you guys love the white shorts, I put them on, and my date was gonna be here in like 10 minutes. So all of a sudden, I feel something happen in my stomach, and I think I have to fart. I pooped my pants. Like 10 minutes before my date got here. So that is why I did not wear the white shorts. They're actually in the trash. I couldn't decide if I actually wanted to tell this story, but I just felt like I owed it to you guys. The girl that I've been seeing is not allowed to look at my TikTok, so I hope she's not lying.
Whoa, that was drastic. I feel for her. I've never done that, and I hope I never will. Cause I hear horror stories of people. It's like I couldn't hold it, and it's just like, oh, and I'm country, so I'll pop a squat outside in a minute. So I hope that never happens to me, cause that is wild to me. Like what? If I feel like I got a poot, I'm clenching. It's about to be a. Before it be a. It's gonna be a. Because that's wow. And sometimes I feel like I just run to the bathroom. I run to the toilet because I don't ever want to have this experience. I'll never have this experience. Never. I feel for her poor baby. Them white shorts. And I don't have any white shorts that I can fit in it because that don't now. But whoa, I don't think I have any white clothes because they don't stay white. That was wild.
As a mask presenting person, I mostly get asked out by gay men. Like 90% of the time, if I'm getting asked out or if I'm being flirted with or whatever, it's most likely a gay man. And so this hasn't happened to me in a while, but recently I was just minding my business, about to go work out, had my headphones in, and there's a guy beside me, and he looked at me and he said, "Hey," and I kind of heard it through my headphones, so I was like, I think he said hey, so I turned, but he said hey as if like he knew me, like as if we were like, you know, like friends. So I was like, maybe I've seen this person, because sometimes I have a bad memory with faces if it's a quick interaction. So I was like, all right. I was like, let me say hey as if I know him too. So I was like, hey, what's up? But then I minded my business because I was like, I don't think I know this man. And then he looks at me again and he goes, oh, like, he's like, so like, what are you gonna do? Like work out or something? And I was like, yeah. I was like, I'm just gonna go work out, get my pump on or whatever. And he looks at me, he goes, well, I've been actually trying to like work out and stuff too, and like he's like you actually look like you got some good muscles on you and stuff, like you look good. And I was like, okay. I was like yeah, I was like thanks. He was like, yeah. He was like we can hang out sometimes or something like that, or go to the gym or just hang out. I was like, okay, cool. Well, cool. I don't know. I was at a loss for words. I didn't really know what to say, but I was like, all right. I was like, like maybe he could be a cool like gym buddy or something like that. So I was like, all right, like let's exchange contact information. So I like was gonna open up like social media because like that's the easiest way to just get someone's contact without it being like, too forward or whatever. But then I can tell you one of my numbers. So I was like, okay. I was like, I'll just give you my number or whatever. So like I was like, I'll get your number. So I got his number, and after I got his number, he was like, yeah. He's like, hit me up anytime. He's like, he's like, you're just in really good shape. He's like, you look good. So I was just like, as soon as I got in the elevator, it really dawned on me. I was like, he was flirting with me. Mask presenting people and gay men, we go like this, like I'm telling you, the queers stick together. I feel like it's a peak compliment to be hit on by a gay man, honestly. Like if any demographics gonna hit on me, I don't know, just made me feel good because I love my gay man.
I love this because I love being hit on by gay men when they're just like, oh, you so pretty. Oh my gosh, your hair, boo. This is that. Okay, booty. You know, when you go to the club and the gay guys there and they dance, and I just be like, all for it. Like, I've been saying all day that I've been wanting a gay boyfriend. I've been saying for a long time that I want a gay boyfriend. I know people like, but I'm pansexual, going through a lesbian phase, I like to say, because it's just like, yeah, I would date a guy, but when it comes to the intimate going down that part, I can't do it. I can only do it with a woman. It's only like, yeah, I can't. It's like, no, it's not going to go down like that. I can't. No, stop. Very sure that I am lesbian in that category. Very sure. But when it comes to just intellect and personal and just interaction and emotional and, just conversing with people, I can converse with a man. I can converse with a bisexual guy or a gay guy or a bisexual woman or whatever you want to be. That's fine. That's completely fine. But when it comes to the do, only women would do, honey. Only women for time. Only women would do. So it's just like, I completely understand. That is definitely a compliment when you hit on by a gay guy. Don't want to get hit on by like a straight guy. Like, I'm cool with a, hey, you're pretty. That's fine. Mama, you say baby. Don't call me baby if you ain't paying my bills. It'll be the older black men and just be like, baby, you so fine, baby. What that? No, don't do that. It's creepy as hell. Older black men, I need you to, older men, point blank. I need y'all to understand. Y'all creepy as hell. Y'all are just creepy. Whatever you say is creepy. What is inappropriate or not inappropriate? It's creepy. Don't come to me like that. If you're a straight man, do not hit on me. You can give me a compliment. Hey, you're beautiful. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. You're beautiful too. Let's keep it moving. Gay guy, yeah. Hit on me, boo, gay guy. I know, it's crazy. Cause it's just like I feel like it's okay for me, and me it's a different thing because gay guys, we know if you a gay guy, you know that you don't really want me unless you think I'm a man. And we understand that we don't want each other. You understand I'm gay, you gay. We can be gay together, but we can't be gay together. You feel me? But yeah, I feel that. I feel how she felt like, oh my God, that's a compliment. I can accept that compliment. Subscribe!